Assalamu alaikum, and welcome back to Travel Dairy. I'm your host Sharjeel, and today I'm taking you with us on one of those simple but memorable winter drives, Mingora to Malam Jabba, as daylight slowly disappears and the road quietly climbs into the snow.
And I'm Abdullah. If you've ever said, "Yar, I just want to see first snow without some crazy, dangerous adventure," then this one is for you. This is that kind of trip.
Exactly. Malam Jabba in winter is like an introduction to snow for beginners, for families, even for those who get nervous on mountain roads. So let's start from the beginning. Late lunch in Mingora, winter sky already turning a little moody.
I still remember that lunch. We finished a bit late, almost 3:30. Outside, the air had that chill, damp feeling. You know when the light is still there, but the sun has kind of given up for the day?
Yes, that soft gray light. We stepped out of the hotel, zipped up our jackets, and you could feel Mingora already in winter mode. Bikes passing with people wrapped in shawls, a little mist over the river, and that quiet question in your mind. Do we really want to start a hill drive now, this late?
And we did what any responsible traveler does first. We checked the phone. Not Instagram. Sunset time.
Yes, the most important app in winter isn't a filter app. It's your weather and sunset app. We saw sunset was roughly an hour and a half away. Clouds were thickening. First, tiny raindrops hitting the windshield as we sat in the car. Heaters slowly warming up.
There's that moment when the first drops hit the glass and the wipers move for the first time. You just stare ahead and think, should we go now and probably reach Malam Jabba in the dark, or wait till tomorrow morning and miss that fresh evening mood?
Our simple rule was this: no rush. If at any point it felt unsafe, we'd turn back or stop for the night. But the forecast showed light rain turning into light snow higher up, and the Mingora to Malam Jabba road is generally approachable. So we decided to go. Slow, steady, headlights on early, and mind clear that we're not racing the sunset.
And that mindset really changes the whole vibe. Instead of stressing about we must reach by this exact time, we told ourselves if we reach a bit late, we just do simple dinner, rest, and snow play the next morning. That alone makes your drive feel calmer.
Now, before we even started moving properly, we had to talk about the ride. Because in winter, especially when you suspect snow ahead, car choice matters more than your playlist.
Yeah, this is where everyone asks, normal car or rent a Jeep? On this trip, we had a regular car with decent ground clearance and good tires. Not some giant off-road machine, just a sensible car.
Our rule was simple. If the road remained wet or just slushy and local cars were comfortably moving, we'd stick with our car. If we saw ice patches building up or cars genuinely struggling, we'd be ready to park lower and either take a local Jeep for the last stretch or walk a bit if it was safe.
And please, winter travelers, one thing from my side. Don't overestimate your driving skills and underestimate ice. You might be a great city driver, but black ice is a different game. Confidence is good. Overconfidence on a hill road in the dark, not good.
Absolutely. Grip matters more than horsepower. We had checked tire condition before the trip, made sure wipers worked, and we kept the simple rule. If the road looks shiny like a mirror in the cold, treat it as suspicious, maybe icy. That's when gentle braking and slow steering become your best friends.
So we rolled out of Mingora, light rain tapping on the windshield, valley slowly narrowing, small villages passing by. After some time, we saw a little roadside hotel with steam rising from a samosa karahi, and the board just calling us by name.
We didn't resist. We pulled over for a quick chai and snack break. This is something I really recommend on winter drives, one intentional stop to reset everyone. We went inside, hands warming around the glass cups, that mix of chai aroma and fried samosas making the whole place feel like a heater.
Exactly. We also quietly recalculated timing. It was clear we'd reach Malam Jabba after dark, so we decided no skiing or big activities that evening. Just reach, check in, simple dinner, maybe 5 or 10 minutes of snow play right outside if conditions allowed, and keep the main fun for the next morning.
That decision takes away so much pressure. You don't arrive panicking, thinking, we have to do everything tonight. Instead, you arrive thinking, we just have to arrive safely and comfortably. The rest is bonus.
After chai, we got back in the car. As we gained height, the rain slowly thinned out. The wipers worked less, the air looked cleaner, and then we noticed it, the first white dusting on the tops of the pine trees.
That moment, the car went quiet for a second. Even our usual jokes just stopped. You look out and see green pine branches wearing this soft white layer, like someone carefully sprinkled sugar on a forest cake.
There's always this mix of emotions: excitement, a little bit of nervousness, and a strange calm. We automatically did a small checklist in the front seat. I kept my thinner gloves, a torch, and a small bottle of water handy. Phone charged, navigation on, but more importantly, eyes on the road and on how local drivers were behaving.
Inside the car, the mood turned into that childish joy. Someone saying, "Look at that tree. Oh, that roof has more snow." You start rating roofs by snow thickness. But at the same time, we lowered our speed even more, because bends in low light with possible snow, that's not the place to show off driving skills.
Fully agreed. We kept a good distance from the car ahead, used engine braking instead of sudden foot braking on descents, and remained patient behind slower vehicles. If a local driver is being cautious, you can be cautious too. There's no medal for overtaking everything in a snow zone.
And you know what? That slower pace gave us time to actually enjoy the view. The valley slowly opening up, the ski hill area appearing far ahead with tiny heights starting to show. It felt like we were approaching a winter village in a movie.
Eventually, the road flattened a bit and we reached the Malam Jabba area. This is where the practical side returns, parking and walking on icy ground with luggage. The parking zone can be a mix of snow, slush, and sometimes hard, slippery patches.
First tip here, don't jump out of the car like a hero. Step out carefully, test the ground with one foot, and take small steps. If you have kids, ask them to wait a second while you test the surface. One careful minute at the start can save you from a full YouTube-style slip.
For luggage, we tried to keep 1 or 2 small bags with essentials, warm layers, basic toiletries, maybe some snacks, and left the rest in the car initially. No need to drag your entire trunk across icy ground in one go. You can always bring more up later when you've understood the path and stairs.
Room options at Malam Jabba range from basic to more comfortable, depending on where you book. In winter, I always tell people don't be shy to ask, "Pai heater ka scene kya hai?" Ask clearly what type of heater they're using, what time it runs, and if there are extra blankets.
Yes, heater expectations can make or break your night. This isn't a luxury Swiss resort. It's a Pakistani ski hill environment, where sometimes the heater is good, sometimes it's just okay. So carry your own backup, warm layers, maybe a thin sleeping bag if you're into camping gear, and always, always good socks.
Food-wise, keep expectations simple. You'll usually find basic Pakistani comfort food. Dal, karahi, biryani types, maybe some snacks. After a winter drive, even a normal dal with hot chapati feels like a 5-star meal, as long as you're warm and relaxed.
That evening, after checking in, we had a very basic plan. Hot meal, short walk outside to feel the snow, and early sleep. We did manage a small snowball fight right in front of the hotel lights, the ground crunching under our boots, breath turning into little clouds in the cold air.
And we reminded ourselves the main snow play, photos, maybe trying the ski lift or zip line, that's for the next morning when light is good and energy is fresh. Evening is for soaking in the atmosphere, not pushing your luck.
So, if I had to turn this whole drive into a simple winter evening formula for Malam Jabba, it would be this. Check sunset and weather before leaving Mingora. Choose a sensible vehicle with good tires. Stop once intentionally for chai and layer check. Slow down as soon as you see snow on the trees. And treat the first night as arrival and adjustment, not as a race to tick every activity.
And remember, Malam Jabba is beginner-friendly. It's one of the gentler ways to introduce your family or yourself to winter hills and snow. If you stay flexible and patient, that first evening can feel cozy instead of chaotic.
If you're planning your own trip, we've put together a simple Malam Jabba winter mini plan for you. Packing basics, heater expectations, and general route notes, so you don't have to overthink everything.
You can grab it on our website. Just visit Travel Diary online, look for the Malam Jabba winter episode, and you'll find a printable checklist waiting there for you.
That's it for today's road story. From a quiet, rainy Mingora afternoon to a softly glowing ski hill night. I hope this episode helps you imagine your own first snow drive to Malam Jabba. Calm, safe, and full of small, beautiful moments.
Until next time, take care, travel gently, and enjoy the journey as much as the destination. Khuda Hafiz from both of us.